Hmm? Hi Nakshatra, good evening. Hi Yash. How are you all? Hello, hello. Happy Gandhi Jayanti to everyone who's there in the class. Only few people, yes. Let them join in. Let it be 5 p.m. I always join a few minutes earlier to be on the safer side. Just a second. I'm not getting an option. Yes, happy Lal Bahadur Jayanti. Image screenshot. I think we shall begin in next 2 minutes and not wait for rest of the other students to come. How are you all feeling, Nakshatra? It must be such a tiring day for you because you've been attending classes since morning, at least since whatever classes I have taken. So I don't know what other classes were scheduled for you for today. You were there in my morning class, and then you were here right now for the 3 o'clock. You are all energetic teens, but you know the best part, you're all energetic teens, I know. And actually, teenage is very energetic age. but you're channelizing your teenage at a right place. That's what I'm glad about. That your energies are being channelized in a good direction and not in futile things. Yeah, this is my third class of the day, but I'm sure the other educators also must have planned. Like, I remember in my analysis class for a test, the T20 half yearly tests. So at 4 o'clock, people were wanting to run for their math class. And I was like, wow, what an energy. Today they don't have school, so they're like pushing themselves for other classes. That's a good thing to see. I mean, great. I think that's where the online education is helping, because the online in terms of school, you used to get tired a little early, but when it comes to online education, it's a little, people are more keen to. Very happy not to have a class. Light jala jo. Good evening, Kartik. So glad to see you after so long. How have you been? Okay, so actually, this is a special class after a long time, after almost a month. How have you been, Divya? Yes, Divya also used to be there in my special classes. How are you, Divya? Everything fine? Yes, it's so good to see old students back. Even Yashwant is also one of my old students from special classes from UPSC. All yeah, wonderful. So nice to see all. Great. So glad. Yeah, how do you feel when you go back to school and your teachers recognize you? I feel very elated. I feel so happy. So this is the link. This is Karthik's ritual to send me the link of the Telegram channel. He always sends me the link of the Telegram channel. So without fail, he has done this time too. So let me do the ritual. So this is my Telegram link to the special classes. So if there's any new person who's joining, please join at this Telegram link. But all of you are old students. Abhishek is also there. So these are only for special classes. I'm so sorry. This is the tea time, and I can't function without the tea. Okay, so coming back, what are we going to learn about today, and what are we going to understand? So, what we're going to understand is Gandhi, Mahatma Gandhi, and this is a special class. This is a topic which I'm personally my favorite topic, and I'm really interested in talking about with everyone. I love sharing my thoughts about this person, about this man, about this personality, about this leader. So many names come out of my about Bapu with everyone. I really want to share as much as I can. But before I can share a lot about him with all of you, I want to know all about all of you that uh, which is that one favorite line of Gandhi that you like? Like my favorite quote. It can be a quote, it can be a line, it can be an incident, it can be a film about him, it can be a picture about him. You can send me pictures, any caricature, any cartoon, anything that you like about Gandhi and the words that he said. Like my personal favorite words about Gandhi is that in a gentle way, you can shake the world. This is my favorite quote and the favorite words that Gandhi had written, and I love them. So now I'm going to give you 5 minutes to share your quick thoughts about Gandhi Jayanti. How are you feeling? Today is 151st anniversary of Gandhi. How are you all feeling about it? Yash is saying his favorite idea of Gandhi is, his favorite line is, don't divide the nation, is his favorite line. Yes, he was strictly against the division of the nation on the basis of caste and religion. Wow. Anyone else? Favorite lines of Gandhi, favorite quote of Gandhi? Wow, that's also my favorite thought that, in fact, today I'm writing an article which is on this only that there has been so much going on in the country, and especially the article is about, maybe I can share that article with you. I'm going to put that article on Instagram and everywhere, but you all will not be there on social media, so I'm going to share it through Telegram. And what I'm writing about is the idea that last year we celebrated Gandhi 150, which was 150th birth anniversary. It's been 150 years since Gandhi was born in 1869. So last year was 150th, and today is the 151 anniversary. And I was analyzing that what all has happened in this nation and what all we faced in the country from Gandhi 150 to 151. And I could see that there was a lot of unrest. There were a lot of unsettling thoughts. I would say unsettling in a way that right after Gandhi 150, there were so many things at that point of time that were happening. Also, the Delhi riots that happened on the Constitutional Amendment Act, CAA, that shook the nation. That was a direct attack on the Constitution. Then suddenly the lockdown in March, and recently, just before the Gandhian anniversary, the Hathras case, the rape case in UP, really shook us all as a country, as a humanity, because Gandhi was talking about, well, all of you, if you're on Instagram, you can follow me on Shuch Sharma, SHUCH Shuchi Sharma. Yes. Great. So I'm done with my tea and I'm all energetic to talk about Gandhi. Yes. Any other thoughts first? I liked Abhishek thought. So that's what I'm writing in that article. That to forget about everything, caste, gender. Right now we're talking about Dalit rights, Dalit women rights. But think about humanity first. That was that girl not a human? Forget about a girl or a boy. Was she not a human? Will you treat a human, a living creature like this, where you will violate her bodily rights, her bodily integrity? So, all this happening right before the Gandhi Jayanti is pretty, because Gandhi always spoke about love. Gandhi always spoke about peace. Gandhi always spoke about harmony. Gandhi always spoke about truth and non-violence. Oh yes, you can see that post. Yes, and that's a very shameful incident that has happened, Yash. It's pretty shameful for us to acknowledge that we live in a nation where our fellow comrades, our fellow the whole concept of fraternity, of brotherhood. When justice is delayed, it's kind of denied. A harsh truth of Indian judicial system. Yes. No, it's there will be no poll today. We'll just be discussing. So, okay, let me just start with the idea, like how I thought. So maybe you through your thoughts, I got to know there was one quote on "Don't divide the nation." Is there any other quote, that famous quote of Gandhi that you remember? Anyone? Any? Hi Jay, how are you? Any famous quote about Gandhi that you remember? If you've heard it in your childhood or your whenever you've read it, I want to know that how many quotes of Gandhi have you heard? If anyone has heard any, hi Ankit, hi Priyanshu, hello, good evening. कि अगर हम कुछ एक्स्ट्रा लेते हैं तो वो किसी के हिस्से का ले रहे हैं, तो मतलब उसका एक कोट ये भी है कि देयर इज इनफ फॉर एवरीवन्स नीड बट नॉट फॉर एवरीवन्स ग्रीड, कि सबकी नीड के लिए काफी है पर लोगों के लालच के लिए कभी काफी नहीं है. That's amazing, Priyanshu. That's amazing. That looks really good. Really, really good. His idea of equity. Yes. So he was saying that everything should be equally distributed. Why is it that only the 10% rich people will control all the country's resources? Sabke liye, there's everything. There's enough for everyone's need. जितना हमें नीड चाहिए उतना सबके लिए सब कुछ है, बट नॉट फॉर एवरीवन्स ग्रीड. अब किसी को 10 कार्स चाहिए, किसी को इतना खाना वेस्ट करना है, किसी को अलीशान शादियां करनी है. सो गांधी जी सेइंग नो, everyone's need, the earth provides a lot. The mother nature, earth has provided for everyone's need, कि 2 टाइम खाना खा लें for your survival, but not for everyone's greed, right? So that was the idea of Gandhi. Then another idea, another very famous quote of Gandhi was, "Be the change." I'm going to write this also. In fact, I was thinking that all of you will give me this quote first. Be the change you wish to see in the world. How many of you have heard this quote? How many of you have heard this quote? Hi, Rupali. Good evening. When will women? I don't know when will that take up. Yes, an eye for an eye only ends up making the people blind. Why some people hate Gandhiji? You tell me. What do you think about him? There are very contradictory views about him. Be the change you wish to see in the world. What do you mean by this? That you be the change. If you want to see your society clean, today is also Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, the beginning of the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Today is also the World Peace Day, you know. Oh wow, that would be a very interesting idea to have a call on Mahatma Gandhi. Maybe we can plan that. Yes, it would be a very interesting thing. Okay, then we were just talking about how your, you know, how we can probably do be the change you wish to see in the world, which means you have to be that change that you want to see in the society. First, you cannot keep cribbing कि ये हो जाए, हमारा देश आजाद हो जाए, हमारी government. You have to work for it. You have to work if your country wants to be independent. If you say that my society should be clean, there should be clean sanitation, there should be these many facilities, then you have to create those possibilities for yourself, right? Only then we can see any kind of change in the society. Next thing that I want to share is the humorous Gandhi. जब भी हम गांधी के बारे में सोचते हैं, हमें लगता है यार कितने serious यार, बापू, why are we talking about him? Oh my God, it's so hyped. कितनी movies बना दी. He's not a serious man. He's a very funny man too. So there are a lot of funny incidents about Gandhi, which I can tell you about. They were very humorous. So we had a lecture called Humorous Gandhi, where we spoke about Gandhi's humor. That Gandhi was not at all a serious man. He was a very funny man too. Why? Because he was once asked, Gandhi ji, आप हमेशा थर्ड क्लास में क्यों ट्रैवल करते हो ट्रेन के अंदर? तो फर्स्ट क्लास सेकंड क्लास में क्यों नहीं ट्रैवल करते, आप हमेशा थर्ड क्लास में क्यों ट्रैवल करते हो? तो गांधी जी वेरी नाइसली सेड हंसते हुए, अरे क्योंकि फोर्थ क्लास अभी तक बनी नहीं है ना. So that shows, that's a joke also कि फोर्थ क्लास अभी तक है ही नहीं, तो मैं थर्ड क्लास में ही ट्रैवल करूंगा ना. जबकि so that was humor, because he always wanted to connect through masses, and masses don't sit in first classes, because they don't have money, they're middle class people. So Gandhi would always be with the masses and the people who were on the ground level society, who were in this society. So Gandhi very humorously said. So once he was traveling, okay, and he threw उनकी चप्पल गिर गई, एक चप्पल गिर गई, and it went. So he leader who was sitting with him, कि अरे गांधी जी आपने दूसरी चप्पल क्यों फेंक दी? Why did you throw your another चप्पल, another slipper? He said, अरे जिसको भी मिले कम से कम दोनों तो मिले, वो दोनों पहन पाएगा, एक चप्पल का क्या करेगा? So this is not a joke. I mean, of course वो उनने हंसते हुए बोला कि जिसको भी मिले दोनों मिले, right? But this shows a lot of other things also, that he was very compassionate at heart. He was very kind-hearted person. That जिसको भी एक चप्पल का कोई क्या करेगा, दूसरी भी एक चप्पल का मैं भी अब कुछ नहीं करूंगा, मेरी एक तो गिर गई है, तो एटलीस्ट जिसको मिले दो तो मिले, ताकि वो पहन के घूम सके उसको, right? So very humorous Gandhi was, and also let me just tell you a few more incidents about Gandhi's humorous Gandhi, and that it is not always that you will and he used to make you laugh even at his and once he was called to the Buckingham Palace by the king, by the okay. So there was some meeting, so he was called at the Buckingham Palace, and of course they were all suited booted, everyone was there, and So he was going to meet the king, and he was asked. बाहर ऑफ कोर्स बकिंगम पैलेस में जाने से पहले यूके में बहुत सारे प्रेस मीडिया खड़ी थी वहां पे. उस वक्त के जमाने में न्यूज़पेपर एवरीवन आस्क्ड हिम. Gandhi ji was wearing his that dhoti kurta with his lakdi, with his enak, and he was asked ki, are you wearing the correct clothes to go and meet the king? So तो गांधी जी थोड़ा हंसते हुए बोला, द किंग हैज इनफ क्लोथ्स फॉर बोथ ऑफ अस. मतलब कि किंग ने हम दोनों के कपड़े पहन रखे. Because of course the king who used to wear in a lot of clothes completely from tip to toe, he was dressed up. So he said in a very laughing manner, the king is wearing clothes enough for both of us. तो किंग ने हम दोनों के कपड़े पहन रखे हैं. That was not a dictatorship, that was a colonial rule, beta nakshatra. That will be called as a colonial rule, but not as a dictatorship. ठीक है. एक और इंस्टेंस मैं आपको गांधी का बड़ा फनी सा बताती हूँ, which was ये 4th क्लास वाला तो मैंने आपको बताया ही है. फिर उन्होंने बोला था कि गांधी जी अमेरिका आप कब जाएंगे, अमेरिका कब विजिट करेंगे. तो गांधी जी बोलते हैं, हाँ, आई हैव हर्ड अबाउट दैट दे हैव केप्ट द जू एंड केज रेडी, zoo and cage ready, so that everyone can see the strange creature. That he called himself a strange creature, that they want to, because he used to dress up like that and everyone was amused. Oh my god, he is the leader of Indian freedom struggle. And no leaders, now you see Nelson Mandela, you see Hitler, you see all the leaders, big leaders, they're all well dressed and all. Gandhi ji in a dhoti kurta. So he said that they were waiting for this creature to come. Then he told his wife, he also Divya and everyone who's asking me about Lal Bahadur Shastri and his birthday, let me clarify one thing to all of you. When we talk about humanity, we are never disregarding anyone else, but it's just that we are giving the due respect to the person. Nobody says that Lal Bahadur Shastri did not do enough for the country. Of course, his contribution has been immense to the constitution. In fact, मैं जब भी constitutional design पढ़ाती हूँ और constitutional makers, मैं सभी के नाम लेती हूँ और सभी को explain करती हूँ. So it's not that anybody is disrespecting him. It is just that we are talking about Gandhian ideals, because Gandhi, when left the nation with principles and ideas which are lost today, and we really need to rethink and revisit those ideas on his birth anniversary. So always see everything in an optimistic manner. That's my request to everyone. The problem with the youth today is that, like how I was telling Nakshatra, that it's good, you were a teenager and you were channelizing your energies in a good direction. Today is Gandhi Jayanti, everyone's enjoying at home, nobody is taking classes, there's no school, there's chutti, it's Corona time. But still, that you, whosoever is in the class, is making efforts to come here and learn about a leader. So that's like that's like commendable. So thank you so much. So don't think, maybe we can have another session on Lal Bahadur Shastri, but jiska bhi ho, उसके बारे में तो अच्छे से बात करें, right? Maybe you can post it on the Telegram channel, some facts and some funny incidents about Lal Bahadur Shastri, his contribution to the country, what he did. We must take that initiative. What did I say? Be the change you want to see in the world. So if you really think that there are things that you want people should know, or your classmates should know, or the students should know about Lal Bahadur Shastri, post them, write them. You be that change that you want to see in everyone else. Then maybe from next year, everyone's talking about that, right? But let's not wait. Take that initiative. Okay? I hope that satisfies you. Okay, great. Is there anything that you want to know about Gandhi? Otherwise, we'll just wind up the lesson. So thank you all for coming for this short session. For this very short session on Gandhi that I wanted to share, I just wanted to share that there's a very peaceful side to Gandhi. There's a very cute side to Gandhi, also cute, humorous side to Gandhi. He has contributed immensely to our nation. We have to pay immense gratitude to that person. And this is one small thing that I took from the your civics books also, that what were Gandhi's ideals while the constitution was being made. My next sessions will be from day after, like from 5th of October. अभी कल परसों मेरे कोई sessions नहीं है बच्चे. I think 3rd October I have a session. Let me just check and tell you that if I have a session on 3rd October. No, I don't have a session planned on 3rd October. Now, for those of you who are not on Plus, you can all subscribe to Plus with an amazing discount that you will get using my referral code. Use my referral code to get your 10% discount and get a Plus subscription. Plus subscription is going to be very, very helpful to all of you. If you take a class 9 Plus subscription, you'll get your subscription for 10, 11, and 12 for free. So I don't think you should miss that opportunity. And quickly grab your subscription for Plus. Okay, great. Thank you so much. And happy Gandhi Jayanti to all of you. I hope all of you live a life with the mission, with how Gandhi ji said that lose yourself in the service of others. Try to think about others also. If you're studying, try to do a group study. Try to share your notes with everyone. Try to not waste resources. Think of the future generation. Think of sustainable ideas, that if I am going to eat or if I'm going to waste this much food, my next generation will not have food or water to consume. So, yeah. Okay, great. Oh, sorry, Nakshatra. It was a quick mistake. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Happy Gandhi Jayanti to everyone. See you all. I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you all posted about my classes on the Telegram app. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye, Nakshatra. Bye, Pari. Pari, congratulations for your results today. You did really well in the test. Good luck. Bye, Divya. I hope to see you in Plus classes. Bye, Yash. Good day, everyone.